So here on Project Nerdy, we're currently talking about ways you can give back to your community in honor of the Project for Awesome. For me, I thought I'd have to take a little bit of a selfish route and actually speak about a nonprofit that I'm heavily involved with, and that is the Cherokee County Historical Society. I live in Cherokee County in the state of Georgia, and the last couple of years I've actually served as a member of the board of directors. We just had our membership election a couple weeks ago, and I'll actually be serving as the vice president for the group in 2015. So I'm very passionate about history. You probably, if you've a long-time viewer of Project Nerdy, you've probably heard about that. But I've always taken a real interest in local history because to me, really, it's the history that kind of makes each community special and unique. Especially if you go to downtown areas, that's where you'll see the real heart and spirit of a community. So many cities, especially in America, when you get into the outer edges of the city, you just run into the fast food restaurants, the chains, the strip malls. Everything looks the same. But when you get into the older, more historic part of the city, that's where the community really becomes unique, and you really see what that community was all about. And in a lot of cases, that history's been lost to redevelopment as buildings are lost, demolished. And really then, the community really loses its identity when it loses these special buildings and forgets really what its history was all about. So I'd strongly encourage you to, if you have any interest in history, if you love reading nonfiction, or if you just always consider yourself a history nerd, check out your community's local historical society. Almost every decent-sized city and county in the country would have a historical society. They constantly need volunteers, be it for tour guides in a museum, to helping to archive items that get donated. Historical societies have a hard time keeping up with that. They get all these donations, but then they need manpower to actually properly archive the items. Even if you can help out, a lot of them need help just even running like social media for them. If somebody could run a Facebook page or Twitter for them, every little bit helps. And of course, they could always use donations. But like I said, if you can't afford to donate money, volunteer hours are a great way to give back to help preserve your community's local history. Because once the history's lost, it really is gone forever. So I'd strongly encourage you to check out and become involved in your local community's historical societies. And if you'd like to feel into help Kyle out a little bit, and help out the Cherokee County Historical Society, I'll put a link somewhere up here in the description box below about a way you can donate to the Cherokee County Historical Society to our preservation fund, as we're trying to raise money to help rescue buildings that are in peril. My question to viewers this week relates to the Christmas tree right behind me. Question is basically, do you put up a Christmas tree, or do you help your family put up a Christmas tree? And if so, do you have a favorite ornament on your tree? My nerdy pleasure this week was actually my local community had our Christmas parade this week. And you might ask, what's nerdy about a Christmas parade? Well, there was one local church whose float they built to look like a Star Destroyer. And then the crew of the Star Destroyer was actually a band playing Christmas music. So the lead singer was dressed up as a Jedi, and his backup band, the guitarist and the drummer, were stormtroopers. It was super awesome. I wish there was a photo I could share you. I actually took one as part of my job, but I haven't really had time to edit those photos yet. But it was definitely a very cool, nerdy pleasure to see Star Wars represented in my local community's Christmas parade. So, hope the spirit of Christmas is with you.